I mean, even if you do find the name of it, if it's got profit in it and I can't think of what the profit card game is, I'm not going to be able to answer the question anyway with an accurate name because I don't know the game. Called Nowhere Profit? Yep, don't know it. So can't compare. We have Knockback Talus, Scourgebird Arcus, Sap Seraph. We get another shot at Primo, this time with Waxes. Yeah, so Stalwart with Wicklash. Kind of, if you can get the Wicklash out soon enough, I guess. Or if he burns out, you just reform him. Free morsel every turn since we have Plinks seems pretty good. Okay, we got a chance to win. Man, I remember when people used to talk about the Rector lottery, except they had it wrong. Like, they wanted to get Burnout Rector, and it's like, why do you want to win a chance to lose the run straight away? But Primordial is the true lottery. Like, it's aggressive or lose, right? Chain of Gems is decent with Superfood. Agreed. But decent with crap is still crap. You just have decent crap now, and no one wants to eat that anyway. Hey, Bonfire, it's going alright. Had a win, had a loss. Can't complain. I got 2 Wicklashes with Primo on turn 1. You just don't really get better than that. Oh, wait, having a unit to put in front of him would be good. But, okay, so let's compare this to the Stalwart we had before that was giving 3/3 for 5 turns for a whopping 15/15. Now let's see, 30 and 30 and 30. Oh, wait, like it's already better. Panz, you cheated. You used Wicklash. What's your point? Stupid Plink. Isn't the point of this game to collect as much decent crap as possible and try to polish it into a turd, into a wonderful marble of winningness? No. That in front, Panz. Problem solved. The Mythbusters have an episode they tried to polish a poop. Not a clue. I'd watch it though. Oh, Plink. Oh my god, Plink. Wow, Plink. What's the odds of losing a 50-50 8 times in a row? okay, it's not that bad. No, that's not right. Is it? Maybe it is. That's like plink to 1 odds. It's a plink to 1 ratio. How about losing 10 in a row? What's the odds of losing a 50-50 12 in a row? That's like a what, a 2%er or 4% or something? Yeah. We get it on the we got it on the 13th hit. Plink. Plink. Plink, please. Wait, what did you say it was, Chromo? I cast 12, right? That's not a 1 in 24, is it? 3 is a 1 in 8. 4 is a 1 in 16. 5 is a 1 in 32. 6 is a 1 in 64. 7 is a 1 in 128. 8 is a 1 in 256. 9 is a 1 in 512. Alright, 10's a 1 in 1024. No, you're not mathing it right. You got to draw a decision tree for each one. So the first one goes 2, and then there's 2 off each one for the next one, then another 2, then another 2, another 2. You got to use powers, not multiplications. So we missed 12 in a row, 50-50s. In reality, you have 3 outcomes with a plink and 2 minions. There's not 2 off each one though. That's true, because if you hit the first one, if you hit the one you want the first time, you can't hit it the second time. That's technically true. That is true. Well, hang on. What if you could though? What if you could hit it twice? Okay, so I'm asking the wrong... we're looking at the wrong question. How many times can someone else win the 50-50? Is that what we want to do? I think that odd changes when you're looking at getting a second hit on something else, because you've reduced one of the pool in the meantime, but you haven't reduced the pool while you're only looking at the miss side of the bracket. We don't have to make the assumption in this one though. We don't have to use that you can't hit it the second time, because I no longer care about the outcome after that. It's still a 50-50 up until the point we hit it. Right. So you only don't count that one in any event where you're looking at doing more after hitting one of them. Dog bark, my dude. Thanks for the 5 months, man.
Hope you're well, Panz.
I am well. Hope you're well too. 5 months, dude. Hey, you get a new P plate. You get your golden P plate next month. What am I taking here? Anyway, Plink missed 12 times in a row on a 50-50. Thanks, Plink. And there's probably someone who knows way more than I do about this that could calculate it and just be like, nah, this is the answer. They'd still come up with a conclusion that Plink sucks. So we'll all be right anyway. So mine collapse is like a Plink failure prevention technique, I think. If your perspective is what are the odds I don't kill it? Yeah, if you're saying what are the odds that I don't kill it in 6 attempts, you have to count for the fact you could kill it in the first one, which takes off straight away, takes out 50% of the tree, right? I still think you probably still count. You still remove that half of the tree. So it's only half of the exponential value. Right? Because if you did hit it on the first time, you still can't, and even if you phrase it the opposite way, it's a 50-50, so you could get the dud 50-50 on one of the turns. But it's still going to be exponential on that side, right? To a certain extent. I don't know now. Yeah, my mind's blown. I'm done. What happened to Hello Kitty Island Adventure? See, now I want to know. It's probably Googleable. What are the odds of missing a 50-50 12 times in a row? We should have just Googled from at the very start. No, don't give me a calculator and tell me to do it myself, Google. Yeah, Google's been so lazy. Okay. So the odds of 5 in a row is 1 in... 10 is 1 in... Oh, I was right. 5 in a row is 32. 10 is 1 in 10,024. Because we are looking for in a row. You have to hit that one out of all the other ones. So you still calculate the tree on hitting on 50%, but there is only one line that misses every time. And at the end of the day, that's, you know, thousands deep. So missing 12 times in a row was like a 1 in 4,096. Which is a far lower percentage than Chromo's 4.25%. That's not 2.5% chance, Arrow. That's a 0.025% chance. Yeah, Shadow, no siege. Shad, no siege. I'm thinking about Morsel Master, but I don't want to. That's making me wonder if I need to endless our boy. Probably large him, but let's just... No. It's not 2.5%. The chance, like, 1 is 100%. The chance of 0.0002 is 0.02%. You're adding 2 extra zeros to the percentage. That's not how you convert percentage from chance to percentage. 2% is 0.02. That's what 2% is. You've got an extra 2 zeros after the comma. Yeah, there you go. That's it. 0.0244%. That's really low. Like, that's really low. Yeah, really low. We just got that. We just missed 12 in a row. 50-50s. I should go buy a lottery ticket. No, I need to buy 21,000 lottery tickets. No, I'm not doing that. In this instance, I want these guys to haste up. Because if they don't, the next wave that is waiting to board the train will, and then we'll have a huge wave in there, and that's bad. Yeah, our lottery works different because I'm upside down, right? Oh, I don't care what happens after that one. No, I do care. I need that one to... I need that one to go up. Australian lottery is the only lotteries in the world that are venomous. That sounds about right. Stupid. Chomp, chomp. Hey, the cricket's back. Is it early or late for me? From what perspective? From a normal human perspective, I'd say it's late. It's just after. It's like 10 past 1 a.m. That's early for Akka. Yeah, it's like middle of the day for me. Early afternoon, probably. That's about 35 minutes before you wake up for work. There you go. Are you a baker? I'm gonna hold that over. Well, Severo, there's nothing wrong with that. No kink shame. You deliver food to grocery stores. Oh, okay. So do you pick them up from the... Let's go for as much details as you're comfortable in sharing. Do you have to like take a truck to the farmer's market type deal? Or do you go from like a packing logistics warehouse? I used to do milk runs when I was a very much younger Panz. And we used to have to go to the like the main milk depot and pack the truck and then deliver out. And the guy I worked with, his brother-in-law did the supermarkets. And it was like the supermarket was like, I did the supermarket run a couple times and it was so cushy. Like you show up, the forklift takes the pallets out of the truck and you know, we did service stations and like little bakeries and cafes and stuff. So it was all by hand. Except one. We had one place that had a forklift, but we didn't have a pallet in the truck, so we had to load the pallet. But we got to lift the pallet to be level with the back of the truck. The warehouse loads it, and you drive it out there. Yeah. How do you do the unloading? I love logistics. I would almost do logistical analysis and design for free as a hobby thing. I just love the flow and the way like schedules line up and the numbers mesh, and it's like a puzzle for me. Do I like the spice? I mean, I'm okay with a bit of spicy food, but it depends. Some stores yes, some stores no, depends on who's there at the time. That's cool. I mean, not all logistics, but a lot of stuff that has that sort of delivery and stuff is at nighttime, and I'm a huge night owl, always have been. And it's that peacefulness of just... Well, when I was doing the milk stuff, it was me and the guy I worked for. So we got along really well, so we'd talk. But when it was work time and we would like talk in the truck and then like work at the delivery points, it's quiet, you know, up until people start waking up and then noise starts happening. Some don't want help because they want things a specific way. Yeah, that's understandable. What should you do when you retire if you want an easy job? If it's easy, it's not a job. I'm thinking if I want holdover for this in the future, or if I just want to make them cost 0 and get a few of them. And I can't make up my mind. Probably don't want holdover. Maybe we do want holdover. Let's just do that instead. Well, we could get it 5 times. Rude. Space. Worked as a projectionist for 22 years. Is that like the person at the back of the movie theater with the doing the thing? Did that become not a thing? kind of sucks. I get that reference, Handy. What's Talus doing? Pushback. I don't want... pushback doesn't do anything. Stupid Talus. Stupid thing. There we go, that's nice. While I'm okay with talking about basics of politics in forms of structure and stuff, we're not going to have any political opinions in the chat. And we're not going to have it especially as a way of trying to incite a rage and getting angry about it either. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm pretty sure we can all hope on, is that everything stays, you know, without any bad things happening to anyone. Wretch seems pretty good. It does. It definitely feels that. I think that's more so now. Like, it was definitely in a lot of areas there were things that were potentially boiling over, but with most countries having some form of restrictions based because of Corona, it just sort of builds uneasy where people are looking for any reason to cling to go to do something, anything, right? It's not a good combination of what can happen. Add to that, many different scenarios that normally would create a little bit of tension, but now you're putting that on top of people that are already frustrated. Makes life tough. Is there another option in the American system? There possibly is, but I only ever hear of it being Republican, Democrat, or Independent. Thanks, Dog Barker. Good luck to you too. Hope work treats you well. Small parties don't ever get enough votes to take federal office. See, we have the two main parties are Liberal and Labor, which do roughly translate into Republican Democrat, I suppose, if people really wanted to find similarities. But we also have National and the Greens. There's the coalition, which was the Liberal National Coalition, because at the end of it, we've got a mix between the US and the British system. We've got the two houses and but you've got to have a majority of seats to have control. It's not we don't have a presidential option, and so any smaller members of parliament that get voted in have to pick a side. You can't. Well, you don't have to. You can't stay neutral. You have to pick a side. So it eventually ends up being two teams. And I don't know if the independents can change side during it. I know they can. They sit somewhere else to show what they're going to vote for on certain votes, but that they can't change leadership once they've backed a leader from one of the bigger parties. Kind of strange. So we do get quite a few independent members of parliament in both the House of Representatives and the Senate, but not enough to actually then create their own majority so that they can run the country. But they do get to, a lot of times they do get to kingmake. So it hasn't been that close in a long time. It's been fairly one-sided for a while. But there has been some where it's come down to the independents on who they're going to side with determines who ultimately wins. I don't think any voting system, my personal opinion is I don't think any voting system is perfect. And it could always, anyone that says I want a different voting system, will probably find flaws with the next one that comes across as well. Or it might be good for them, but be flawed for other people. It really depends on, each country's different too with requirements. I don't know if I want Kevin or not with this one. We do have Wretch, which means we can cover fuel for both Robot and Shadow Eater. But it could be a while. I don't like having this set up with ones. Alright. I need energy since I've got two cost units. Robot can be tough, yeah. It's kind of weird because Robot's really good with Primo because you've already got you're getting a source of fuel. You've already got multi-strike, so you hit hard. But when he's gone, you no longer have morsels like because Robot's good with Shade Splitter, right? But you don't have those. And even worse, but I do have this morsel dude, so it's not too bad. That was the ultimately the last thing that I looked at before deciding. So we can keep both of them fed no matter what. Hopefully I can retch up Primo and split them. Well, I'd probably just go into Shadow for the time being. Good old Steve. Steve can take this one and Robot can take Primo. So ultimately I'd want like quick, maybe large. If I'm just giving one morsel at a time for Shadow, which is not pretty enough, I pretty much like that's much better on Steve to try and keep him alive. And we want to try and hit like, multi's really good. That's a lot of damage. Quick is good as well. I don't know if I'd go quick or large. It's either quick or large. Or maybe it's just whatever we get. And I wonder if I get rid of Plinks. Plinks are kind of okay to upgrade. We can play Stewarts. We also have Dregs to play as well though. So it's probably better just to remove Stewarts. Perils has done some things. Hey, Spazzles, you got to win with Shadow Eater? Nice. Best unit in the game. So many times I see people using him as a tank for like a damage unit. And I've seen it work, but I've seen it fail so many times and then have the player be like, see, he's just useless. 2 cost, 3 capacity, doesn't attack. All he's got is a lot of hit points. Like, it's not what he's got. He's got an ability to turn morsels into AoE, and he heals himself. Yeah, that's the thing, and you know, and some of the relics can make him stupid overpowered, but something as simple as this, right? I mean, quite often that does more than what you need for enemies, and that's pretty good. But just the heal. The fact that it's a heal. Double Gorge is super strong with him, yeah. That's a given. Okay, so one of the best things about Wicklash, which I kind of want to. So the downside of playing Wicklash when you have Retch is you might not get to Retch back. We can get 60 out of him onto Kevin. If we Wicklash, we're guaranteed 60, but it might only be over 2 turns. Over 2 turns is pretty bad. I really needed a second morsel for that. I didn't think of that. Kevin's going to have enough, though. If we get Wicklash in 2 turns, though, I don't want to risk it. I'd rather just guarantee the Retch. Hey Kizron, how you doing, man? We could have given it to him for more fuel. Retch too soon. It's okay though, I guess. Hey, Pennywise. Permafrost on the Retch. Oh, we wouldn't have drawn the Wicklash in time. Kind of want to give him some attack. You know, so he can do something, but at the end of the day, it's only 50 damage. You know, it's at best, right? I wonder if we're clashing him just so he dies quicker and does something. Probably not. Kevin, you're low on health, mate. You're very low on health. Ooh, Kevin. That could be an issue. In need of a lifesteal morsel. I mean, what else do I need? What else should I ask for? I need a pony. No pony. The fact that we also got a damage shield morsel in case we didn't have enough health to get the lifesteal. Oh, the game's like, sorry, my bad. I forgot. If you do Wicklash successfully, Primo, when you retch, he comes back with the Wicklash still on him, but not the burnout. It's really strong. Sacrifice. Okay, we can take this because we have Abandoned X-Umbra, so there'll always at least be a morsel to snack on. Yeah, almost. Crushing the Myers for middle floor seems good. I don't think it's the order they were eaten. Maybe it is, though. Because it makes sense that Primo doesn't come back until the end. Because he's eaten... We'll have to have a look. Could have chumped, you only need 2 rounds. You can't chump for multiple rounds, though. But I had enough to hit for 1, and I had a damage shield. Yeah, probably didn't need the lifesteal, that's true. So we need both. We need... Quick is good. Quick is probably better than large, just so that he's going first for regular waves and he's full health for bosses. Do I have a top dumbest ways to win? I actually think I think the YouTube video is called The Dumbest Way to Win. I can't remember what it was. I've had a couple that have been really, really dumb. I haven't attained the top one yet, which is an Inferno only. It's going to happen, though. My first little fade victory was with Firelight. And I had literally the nuts turn 1. Like, I don't think in the history of Firelight fades anyone will ever get a better turn 1 against Seraph. I had something like 500 damage, I think, on the board that turn. It was stupid. Yeah, Inferno only. We've come close. We've come close to winning an Inferno only. Endless Transcend Imp and Armor Rage Imps is fine, right? That's not. Sometimes that's not even funny. Like, you just play it. It's good strategy. What is Inferno only? Using only Inferno. Inferno is a Hellhorn card. Base standard, costs 3, does 100 damage. That one's dumb but not funny. There's been a couple that were dumb and just hilarious. And none of them come to mind. I've got too many runs, too many wins, too many losses. Oh, you haven't used it? It's a really strong card. Like, super strong card. And I got lots of stuff we want to do. I think quick on Kevin's probably better. Can we large? Not if top floor gets made small. We get another Merchant of Steel though. Alright, we can wait. As long as we don't get a plus something. You just like 3-cost cards? I mean, that's a pretty bad blanket to say in general, because -1 from the Merchant of Steel is Merchant of Magic is guaranteed, and if you reroll, it's guaranteed again. No, I don't blame you for saying the 3-cost cards, because pretty much everyone I spoke with, watched, myself, and talked to, like while I was streaming, we all looked at the 3-cost cards when Monster Train first came out, and we just said they were rubbish. They weren't, 3-cost. And then eventually, after a while, it's like, wait, you're supposed to put -1s on them. Hey, Sheepicus, how you doing? I think with spell weakness is going to be the way that we eventually get it, Pennywise, but it is possible to win without spell weakness. Yeah, Lightstone Casing is Lightstone Casing, Split Anvil, or a Split Anvil works. That's how I roll. So that's going to be a tough win to win like that, because it's just nice. It's got a very unique start that you need. Plus, you need to get one in the start. I don't think you can do it without getting one in the start. What other ways can you do it? You pretty much also want to get the 5 times dupe event. Very little fuel. Pressure scales. Is that the 50% chance to... thanks for the video. Chance for spell weakness? It could be. Ah, top floor. Yeah. Huh, okay, we got 12. Let's see where our dude is. Get him. I didn't keep track of what order we ate morsels in. Did you guys? Maybe a cold night. Why is a cricket chirping when it's so cold? He's really gone for it tonight. Shall we quick? Ooh. Okay. We're good here, yeah? Yeah, good. I think he still eats. Can't confirm. He does. Good boy. Okay, so we're going to be 105 times 2 times 3. Quick. So we're not taking any damage. It's whether we can live Arcus or not. Man, Wretch. We need to get the perm thing for Wretch. Turn an energy morsel into a better morsel. Or not turn it into a better... Okay, so damage shield's really good here. That one's not as good, that one's not as good, I guess. Yeah, nice. We need Arcus to take some plugs here. That's good. This is what you were designed for right here. Care about the harvest. Want Arcus to come up top and take an extra 100 damage. Go top floor, Arcus. Come on, you can do it. Jerk. I don't even know if I want to eat this one anymore. I don't think I do. I don't care about that guy. And I don't want an extra thing in the wretch pool. They might get a decent amount of damage in on him. It should be enough, right? What sort of damage numbers do we have here? How many turns? It's Sap Seraph though, so it doesn't matter. I can't calculate it this way. Where's the... We have 3 damage shield, 4, 5 damage shield. We're quick. It gives us 65 health. It's only giving us like 3 attacks into Seraph. No, more than that. So the damage shield's in quick. Plus 2, 3. So 5 attacks into Seraph. At just under 600. 3k to get Seraph. Okay. Oh, 226 times 3. 0.5. That's getting really close to Seraph numbers there. It's gonna be very close. There we go. Good store. We've seen the other Whiplash, we can't hit him with that. Only 65 times 3, 180, 195, we're good. That's the wretch. As long as we don't eat too much, we're looking good. That is going to be 105 times 3. Kill, kill, kill. Okay, good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Even better. Let's... Hey Paul, how you doing, man? Were you here yesterday? I think you were. I'm worried about your memory. How are you anyway, though? It's good to see you again. You're sick but alive. That's probably why you don't remember that there was a cricket yesterday in my house. Well, on my house? Or in my ceiling, not in the house. Warmaster Khan's arrived. He's got a power outage. What's the DL? I feel like I should understand what the power outage means. What DL means. But I don't. Oh, we managed to eat 8 things. How did we eat 8 things? I'm not supposed to be eating so much, chat. Let's just sacrifice one of those. There we go. Oh, get wrecked, idiot. No. If you have one, because I'm not using that type. Sorry. So the damage that Primo shows is not the damage that goes over if it's modified with statuses like Rage, which is what we thought it would be because that's how adaptive mutation works. It's only the damage that's on his card, which is up in here. And I'm pretty sure if you put Rage on him, it doesn't show there. Yeah, which is a shame. That'd be nice. You rage him up and the facing damage goes across. I guess consistency was worth less than... that would be too strong. Let's actually balance a better way. What can you do? We're going to get to eat him again. And stupid bird's going to die. Does that mean we don't want to eat too much? Probably don't want to eat too much then. Let's put them out to die then. Can I get the cards played? That's the important part. Right, you go there. You don't. There we go, that guarantees him. Where is he? Okay, we're looking at about 1,000 damage a turn. We don't have as many turns as I would have liked. That's going to go up. And we do have some more turns against Seraph. It's probably not enough against Seraph. They made it so you can put trample on something that already has trample for consistency. I don't think they did that for consistency. I think they did that for... I think people made a fair complaint. Why would they ever implement that you couldn't put trample on something that had trample on it? And the only answer is you safeguarding against a player accidentally, like that has two tramples, accidentally putting it on the same unit instead of separating it. You don't need to safeguard. That's hand-holding for a dumb reason. But where it can hurt you is if you've got something that brings back cards, consume cards, like there's an imp that brings back consume cards, or you take the artifact that prevents consume cards from consuming 50% of the time. If all your units have trample on it, you have no way of playing that card, which means you're going to draw it every time through your deck, and that's bad. You should be able to double up on things that don't do anything. The same way as you can put Ascend on a card on a unit on the top floor and it just says immune. Imagine if you couldn't do that. Then you wouldn't be able to get the incant from that card. It's an anti-spaghetti thing? No. It was there's a deliberate decision to prevent it from playing when it originally. The same as like One Horns came out that you couldn't put Fragile on Fragile. And people really complained about that. They're like, no, like it's hard enough to deal with a fragile unit, not being able to play One Horns on it a second time. But I don't think that was because they didn't want Fragile on Fragile. I think they really hated One Horns getting used, so they didn't want multiple One Horns getting used on the same unit. Like, no, if you want to use multiple One Horns, you've got to build up two big units and protect them both. It's like, no, come on, guys, don't be jerks. Just don't be jerks. Hey, we got 420 gold. If you don't want a card to be played, don't make it in the first place. That's a fair call. Or if you really screw up and you think a card's that bad, pull it out of the game. You know, that way players can't see it anymore. And the balance cards are strike and defend. Yeah. We don't need health. Removing cards would be okay, I guess. Doing stuff to the cards, maybe. What do we want to do to magic cards? Man, this run's dragged on. Holdover on our permafrosted wretch, maybe? I don't have things there. I don't really want gold. Yeah, okay. Chance to deal with Shadewings. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. I just don't care. I don't care. Yeah, chance to deal with Shadewings, nice. It's potentially like Steve's good for Shadewings, but this is a tough fight. Like, they hurt. They can hurt him a lot. Does mean I don't get a holdover on that, but I'm okay with it. I don't have enough for a -1. So I can put 2 -1s on a Mind Collapse and it kills the Shadewing. Which is probably safer than going for a +10. And that's probably the biggest issue in this fight, hey? Like, the Shadewings are jerks. Shadewings are jerks. 2 wretches? I think we're looking at 2 wretches here, right? That dealing 4k? Yeah, but I often find, like, it feels that the dealing the damage to the boss at the end isn't what the hard thing is. The hard thing is having your setup healthy enough to do it. Thanks, Ains. I probably would have thrown. Accidentally purging your etch card. I wonder if I would have. If the remove would have been enough to block me. Maybe. Probably not. Yeah, so there's been some times where we've had some really strong boss killing stuff, but they just haven't been able to hold together against tough lines. It's like here, look at this. Kevin take 15 or 50-50 on a kill here. Both are good. But that's like too low straight away, you know. You get bad morsels and he just dies, right? Steve with 69 health. He wouldn't just die because he's quick, but still. Alright, so you're dead. You're dead. Wait, what? I don't need him to last that long, but I need him to last a bit longer than this. Steve doesn't have to live much longer and he's done his job. He probably didn't even need to live there and he's done his job. Because we just have to get Robot bulked enough to kill a wave. And since he's quick, he'll be able to do it. Oh, that whiplash. Yeah. Wretched hand. That's good. That definitely goes there. I think you're ready to go, Stephen. You've done a good job. Could have gone there, and then a dreg and a morsel keeps him alive. That was a misplay. I don't think it hurts us, but it's still a misplay. We can keep him alive, but will he do anything we need him to do in any future turns? Yeah, the Dragon of the Moth will keep up. I mean, we could retch, but that's bad, right? We want to get that played again. I think we keep him alive. Because with the big plinks coming up, we might be able to still do stuff just to keep Seraph coming back somewhere else. Also, with the 2-floor setup, Seraph can go in the middle. Oh, we can't block against that though. Oh, we can cannibalize it. Hey, Warmaster Khan. I think you did make it back for a moment to tell us of the internet outage, and I was wondering what was going on with that, and then you didn't say anything, so maybe you're back again. I really want to hit this because we want Seraph to take a punch, and we don't care about killing this one because we'll win it on the quick fight. Sorry, Stephen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might turn you into morsels, though. You okay with that, Steve? Is that sure? I'll live on in being eaten. I want to hit this so that Seraph takes a bigger chunk of damage. God damn it, Plink. Transformer went down. Insert more than meets the eye gag. Why didn't I Wicklash Primo? Because he had 3 turns of buffet on him, and Wicklash would have given him 2 burnout. And there's no guarantee that we'd get him back. So for the extra 10 attack, I'm only going to get 20 extra damage, but I'm already getting 40 extra damage by keeping him up. Whereas the previous time, he died with the burnout on him, so he doesn't come back with the burnout. He would have burnt out before. He may have. We could have drawn the Wicklash this turn or next turn. We couldn't have drawn it this turn because it wasn't available, so we'd have to draw a Wicklash next turn, which isn't super far odds, but not the greatest. Like if I drew Wicklash on a turn that he's got 1 or 2 buffet, you'd definitely play it. One thing I haven't been checking, which would definitely be double standards, is how much attack our boy gains from a sapped Primo. If he gains 36 or if he gains the 50. He should be gaining the 50, which we can tell because even though the sap numbers will change, it should be close enough to total. Oh, it should be the total we're getting, 50. So it should be like, that should say 313 after this one. If it doesn't, it'll be a double standard. He should actually be gaining 50 current and 50 thing because he's not getting the sap. So he should be getting a full 50 out of 50 from him. Keep in mind, I'm going to give him 5. Okay, that's fine. Seraph goes bottom floor, so that doesn't do anything anymore. I don't want to eat this one, even for fuel, because we're getting too close to what numbers I can retch. No, because of the way the Wicklashes are now, we definitely Wicklash him on this turn. I can't Wicklash him. Otherwise I run a 1 in 9 chance of not drawing him. Ah, screw it. Son of a bitch. I don't actually think it matters too much. Because we still draw him and we still get the turns of having getting the things off. So what did we miss out by doing that? We missed a head start on 50 damage. 490. He's pretty strong, Primo. Pretty strong. Just haven't had a break yet. One of the things definitely is the natural multi-strike, hey? Like, that gives you options for big damage straight away. Yeah, quick is super important. I think quick is almost important in most of the other robot runs over any other option. If you have a ton of morsel generation, I think I'd still want quick just to be safe. But you could, if you've got a lot of morsel generation, you could probably do something else, and just get the occasional lifesteal morsel. You're probably not going to be able to, unless you got, like we had a run the other night that we just seem to always be getting lifesteal morsels. You know, so that, you know, but with the multi-strikes, they're going to drop off quick. So you're more wanting, you can't bank them. You're more wanting to just get one here and there to place on him. Whereas quick allows you to bank up the damage shields, which are really good for relentless. It's a lot harder to do that though without Primo, just because you usually wouldn't have the damage on the robot to kill everything. So you're normally absorbing a damage shield anyway. Which does mean if that's the case, you're probably leaking as well. So that could be an issue.